Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel Coin Purchaser. If you love pocket treasures, small coins with big stories, and the chase for hidden value, you are in the right place. Today we are taking a deep dive into a coin you probably see in your change every so often, the Roosevelt dime from 1995, mint mark D, struck at the Denver Mint. That tiny 10-cent piece hides interesting design history, minting facts, and if you know what to look for, the chance to find something worth far more than face value. Stick around because I'm going to show you exactly how to identify the 1995 D dime, explain its full history and symbolism, and give real-world market values so you'll know if what's jingling in your pocket is worth keeping. Quick teaser fact: the 1995 D Roosevelt dime had a huge mintage, over 1 billion coins, so most of them are common. But a few specific conditions and era varieties can be surprisingly collectible. Let's break it all down. The Roosevelt dime was introduced in 1946 to honor President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who led America through the Great Depression and World War II and who was a driving force behind the March of Dimes campaign to fight polio. The obverse features a portrait of Roosevelt, and the reverse shows a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. The design was created by John R. Sinek and has been the standard Roosevelt dime design since 1946. The dime's small size and iconic imagery mean it's been in everyday circulation for generations, so millions of people have handled these dimes without knowing much about them. The coin we're talking about today is specifically the 1995 D dime, that is, the Roosevelt dime struck in 1995 at the Denver Mint. Look on the obverse, near the date, for a small D mint mark. That D is your first clue. Facts you should know on screen: face value 0.10 USD mint, Denver mintage 1, 274, 890, 000 diameter, 17.90 millimeters weight, 2.27 grams metal. Outer layers 75% copper, 25% nickel, bonded to a pure copper core. The Denver minted 1995 dime had a mintage of 1,274,890,000 coins, making it a very common business strike issue. Its weight is 2.27 grams, and its diameter is 17.90 millimeters. The modern Roosevelt dime is a copper-nickel-clad coin, with outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel over a copper core. These technical specs come from official numismatic references and auction records. When collectors value a coin, three things matter most: strike quality, surface condition, and luster. For the Roosevelt dime especially, check the following. Obverse details: Roosevelt's hair and cheek. Are they smooth or full of tiny scratches and wear? Date and mint mark fully readable with crisp digits and a clear D. Reverse bands. Look at the torch and the oak and olive branches for full detail and any softness. Rim nicks and rim dings decrease grade quickly. Luster: uncirculated dimes should shimmer with original mint luster. Contact marks and rubbing are the killers for value. If you want to buy a collectible example, look for certified coins graded by PCGS or NGC. Grading makes prices far more predictable than buying ungraded, unverified coins. Let's talk real money. In everyday circulation, most 1995 D Roosevelt dimes are worth face value, that is, 10 cents. The melt value, the intrinsic metal value, is lower than face value, so these coins are worth more as money than as metal. Estimated melt values and common price guides put the minimum what the metal is worth at only a few cents. For example, common coin price guides and resources show a melt value far below face value. If you have a nice circulated 1995 D dime, you'll generally see it trade for about the face value up to a few quarters, depending on condition. Market price guides list typical circulated examples between around 10 cents and 25 cents, with most everyday coins remaining at face value. For uncirculated examples, the market moves a bit. Typical mint state pieces often trade for a couple of dollars, say $1 to $3, depending on strike and eye appeal. These are general market ranges pulled from current price guides. Important note: exceptional certified examples and very high grades can command much higher prices. Auction and dealer records show that a top-graded Roosevelt dime from 1995 can sell for hundreds of dollars if it receives an extremely rare high numerical grade and exceptional eye appeal. Professional auction records list noteworthy sales in the low hundreds for premium condition certified examples. There are die varieties and errors that collectors hunt for: doubling on letters, repunched mint marks, and other die anomalies. These error and variety coins are the reason some collectors say you should always check your pocket change. One example that pops up from time to time is doubling on letters or design elements. When visible, such doubled die or doubled impression varieties can be worth a premium. You can find listings from sellers and collectors documenting such varieties and occasional sales that are multiples of the regular coin price. If you spot doubled lettering or other obvious doubling, it's worth getting the coin photographed and shown to a specialist. To put numbers to this, mainstream price guides show the common 1995 D dime in circulated condition as being worth roughly its face value to a few quarters. Coin Trackers, a public price resource, lists average condition values around 25 cents, with higher mint state coins reaching a few dollars. Unusual certified sales, such as very high mint state examples, have auction records in the low hundreds for top-graded coins. So the takeaway is this: most are common, a few are collectible, and very rarely you might find an error or an ultra-high-grade piece that's worth much more. Here's a quick routine you can use while filming or just at home. Hold the coin under a strong lamp. Use a 10x loupe. Inspect the date and mint mark first. Look for doubling on the letters I in God We Trust, Liberty, and the date. Also inspect Roosevelt's ear and cheek for signs of doubling. Rotate the coin slowly to check for full bands on the reverse. Full bands tell you the die struck cleanly across the fasces bands. Grade roughly by eye, heavy where equals circulated, light where equals choice AU, full luster and mint marks uncirculated. If you find something that looks unusual: doubling, a repunched mint mark, planchet error, or superb luster, take high-resolution photos and consider submitting the coin to PCGS or NGC for certification. That will tell you if you have something truly special. If you plan to buy or sell, follow these tips. Buy certified if you want guaranteed grade and easier resale. For raw coins, buy from reputable dealers and ask for return policies. Check completed sales on auction sites to see what similar grade coins actually sold for, not just asking prices. If you find a possible error, get a specialist opinion before paying or selling. Uncertified error coins can be very subjective. Remember, ungraded flashy listings sometimes overstate value. Use multiple price references and recent sales when setting expectations. You don't need to keep every 1995 D dime you find. Most are common and worth face value. But here's what I would keep if I were you: any 1995 D that looks uncirculated with full luster, any that shows unusual doubling or die anomalies, and any that is visually attractive and free of major marks. Those are the ones that are most likely to be worth more to collectors later. The 1995 D Roosevelt dime is a common Denver minted dime with a mintage of 1,274,890,000 and standard copper-nickel composition. Most examples trade at or near face value, with circulated coins worth a few cents to a quarter, and typical uncirculated pieces often selling in the $1 to $3 range in the market. Special error pieces and ultra-high-grade certified coins can bring premiums, and even reach hundreds of dollars at auction in rare cases. Check the date and D mint mark, look for full luster and absence of marks, and watch for doubling or other anomalies. If you like this video and want more coin hunts and valuation guides, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next pocket change treasure hunt. Have a coin you want me to research on camera? Drop a photo in the comments or message me. I love analyzing coins with you. Thanks for watching. Keep checking your pockets, you never know which dime might be the start of your next treasure. See you in the next one.